Daitoku-ji is a Zen monastery. Zen is the most radical branch of Buddhism. It's a return to basics, getting back to the teachings of Buddha. Here, practice is what matters, and what leads to self-discovery in complete harmony with nature and the divine. Each daily action becomes an act of meditation that focuses on the present moment. Zen practices consist of directly attaining the final stage of enlightenment, the gateway to the Absolute. In this quest, sound is a primordial tool. At the heart of the practice, it appears in the form of prayers and mantras, the sacred formulas intended to help reach the Buddhic state. Stomu Yamashta grew up near Daitoku-ji. A talented percussionist, he gave up an illustrious international career, notably with Mick Jagger, to devote himself to sacred music. In his quest for the absolute sound, he has mastered the art of playing the Sanukite stone, a 13-million-year-old volcanic rock.
What I'm actually looking for through music is sacred sound. I would like to hear it through Sanukite. And what does one need to create sacred sound? A sacred place. And the Hato in Daitoku-ji is a place that was specifically designed and specifically built in order to find the sacred sound.
The Hato is a lecture hall renowned for its exceptional acoustics. A perfect square, custom built to highlight the deep tones of mantras. This is where the rare sacred ceremonies open to the public are held. Stomu Yamashta introduced this one, which blends the sound of Sanukite with the sacred chants of Shinto and Zen.
It is sound from the invisible world that enters the visible world. And when the two are united, we find the sacred sound that I'm looking for. And I think that this is what prayer consists of.
The white sand represents the flow of water. And when we reach the ocean, the white sand with an undulating pattern represents waves. Everyone who sees the garden feels something different. But the most important thing is to truly feel it, because in reality, since it's a dry garden with no flowing water or waterfalls, one must nevertheless be able to hear the sound of water. To do so, one must quiet the heart. Only then can one hear the sound. I've often been told, hear with your eyes and see with your ears.
In Zen is like these gardens. A whole is recreated. It's a sophistication of nature. And the goal is to find nature, but the nature of man.
In the most secluded recesses of Daitoku-ji lies Shinjuan Temple. This late 15th century hermitage was home to great Zen masters who developed the art of tea.
We're talking about the void, not something that contains nothing, but a state filled with an energy that opens every possibility. When we say Zen, there is definitely something, but if we expect something specific, then there is nothing.
Heir to this tradition, Master Yamada Sosho, senior monk of Shinjuan, receives Yoshiaki Nakamura, an architect specialized in tea houses.
In Zen, the religious background is purity. That's why we use white wood for the lattices and entirely molded posts.
Through an interplay of several modular openings, the temple creates a series of passages between the inside and outside, as if symbolizing the passage between life and death.
The architecture is truly splendid. But the question is, what purpose does it serve? It is there to teach future generations. First, so that masters can teach their disciples in young bonzes. For that, we need the best environment.
The tea house is the quintessence of Zen-inspired architecture. It must display humility. Ideally, the edifice ought to evoke a simple fisherman's hut. The Shinjuan Tea House is an exceptional place, which has welcomed countless famous tea masters.
As the path of Zen evolved, the room became more cramped. As we venture deeper inside, we reach a space no bigger than just 1 or 2 tatamis in terms of a surface area. This explains why these places put us in an emotional state suitable for Zazen meditation. We are what is most sacred. If we manage to detach ourselves, we attain the sacred. If we cannot detach ourselves, we live in doubt. And that is why we say that the sacred is not something outside, but that we must all become aware of what is sacred within us. We are the sanctuary. I don't know where exactly. Maybe it's the heart, or here, or here. I don't know, but in myself and in you, Mr. Nakamura, there is a sanctuary.